Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Hebrew Home. Here we go again. Spacebar. Okay, stand by 1 second.
Keyboard on.
Yep. That's not working.
Put it to full screen. It's F11.
There we go. Gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm the only one that has teleprompter issues, but I just actually really enjoy using it. So here we go. I'm your host for today, Catherine Farrell, filling in for David Pomerantz. We're coming to you live from the Dörfner Judaica Museum here at the Hebrew Home. We have an exciting show for you today. So today is Tuesday, September 15th, and the time is 10:30 a.m. Today is also International Day of Democracy, National Linguini Day, and this actually must be a new one, but it's National Online Learning Day, which my son is home doing right now. Hi, Christopher. September 15th also marks the start of Hispanic Heritage Month. So each year, Americans observe National Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th to October 15th by celebrating the histories, cultures, and contributions of American citizens whose ancestors came from Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. The observation started in 1968 as Hispanic Heritage Week under President Lyndon Johnson and was expanded by President Ronald Reagan in 1988 to cover a 30-day period starting on September 15th and ending on October 15th. It was enacted into law on August 17th in 1988 on the approval of Public Law 100-402. The day of September 15th is significant because it is the anniversary of independence for Latin American countries Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. In addition, Mexico and Chile celebrate their Independence Day on September 16th and September 18th, respectively. Also, Columbus Day, I apologize in advance for this mispronunciation, Dia de la Raza, which is October 12th, falls within the 30-day period. So in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, a little later in the show, I'll be showing some works by one of my personal favorite artists, Frida Kahlo. But first, let's see what the weather's doing today. So the weather for today is absolutely perfect. It will be a high of 75 and sunny. So a really, really great day to get outside, enjoy the beautiful day, enjoy the weather, the breeze. Lately, I've been sort of sensing the fall winds coming, and so just a really super day. Try to get outside if you can. On to this day in history, September 15th. This is very interesting. In 1928, Scottish, which I didn't even know this existed, but Scottish bacteriologist Alexander Fleming discovers by accident that the mold penicillin has an antibiotic effect. In 1971, the environmental group Greenpeace is founded. And in 2013, the first openly gay mayor, Benjamin Medrano, in Mexico's history takes office in the city of Fresnillo. Super exciting. So now on to our birthdays for today. Our celebrity birthday is Oliver Stone. Actually, Oliver is his middle name. So William Oliver Stone, born September 15th in 1946, is an American film director, producer, and writer. Stone won an Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay as writer of Midnight Express and wrote the gangster movie Scarface. Stone achieved prominence as writer and director of the war drama Platoon, which won Academy Awards for Best Director and Best Picture. Platoon was also the first in a trilogy of films based on the Vietnam War, in which Stone served as an infantry soldier. He continued the series with Born on the 4th of July, for which Stone won his second Best Director Oscar, and Heaven on Earth. Stone's other works include the Salvadoran Civil War-based drama Salvador, the financial drama Wall Street, and its sequel Money Never Sleeps, the Jim Morrison biographical film The Doors, the satirical black comedy crime film Natural Born Killers, a trilogy of films based on the American presidency JFK, Nixon, and W, and Snowden. So fun fact, it's actually also Tommy Lee Jones's birthday, and he also starred in Natural Born Killers. So celebrating some birthdays here at the home today. For our resident birthdays, we have Patrick K. and Joan J. Happy birthday. Staff birthdays, Nadia B. and Bonita L., both in Access Admissions. Happy birthday to all. And on a personal note, it is also my sister-in-law Cindy's birthday. Happy birthday, Cindy. Let's see what the kitchen's cooking up for us today. So for lunch, soup is a roasted cauliflower. The entree is bologna on roll. And for dessert, applesauce. Now, I know we always have fun with Tuesdays and bologna, but I actually really enjoyed bologna as a kid. Give us a call. Tell us what your favorite lunch was as a kid. The dinner tonight is potato corn chowder soup. The entree is stuffed sole Florentine, ratatouille, and for dessert, Jell-O. So before we move into our final segment, just a few reminders. If you missed any portion of this broadcast, we'll show it again tonight at 6:30 on our streaming channel 88. And remember to tune into channel 8 later today. So we have Song Celebration with Claire at 11:15 and On a Musical Note with Peter at 2:45. Our art history program is actually canceled for this afternoon. Please reach out and let us know your thoughts or questions about the show by dialing 2813 from any internal phone, and we'd love to hear from you. So now for our final segment, celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, we'd like to honor Frida Kahlo. So let's head on over to the viewing space. So this is a self-portrait done in 1940. And Frida Kahlo, born Magdalena Carmen Frida Kahlo y Calderón, she was born July 6, 1907, and died July 13th in 1954. She was a Mexican painter known for her many portraits, self-portraits, and works inspired by the nature and artifacts of Mexico. Inspired by the country's popular culture, she employed a naive folk art style to explore questions of identity, post-colonialism, gender, class, and race in Mexican society. Her paintings often had a strong autobiographical elements and mixed realism with fantasy. In addition to belonging to the post-revolutionary Mexicayo movement, which sought to define a Mexican identity, Kahlo has been described as a surrealist or magical realist. So this is Frida's house. She was born to a German father and a mestiza mother. Kahlo spent most of her childhood and adult life at her La Casa Azul, her family home in Cayocan, apologies. Now publicly accessible as the Frida Kahlo Museum. Although she was disabled by polio as a child, Kahlo had been a promising student headed for medical school until she suffered a bus accident at the age of 18, which caused her lifelong pain and medical problems. During her recovery, she returned to her childhood hobby of art with the idea of becoming an artist. So this is Frida Kahlo and her husband, Diego Rivero. Kahlo's interests in politics and art led her to join the Mexican Communist Party in 1927, through which she met fellow Mexican artist Diego Rivera. The couple married in 1929 and spent the late 1920s and early 1930s traveling in Mexico and the United States together. During this time, she developed her artistic style, drawing her main inspiration from Mexican folk culture, and painted mostly small self-portraits which mixed elements from pre-Columbian and Catholic beliefs. Her paintings raised the interest of surrealist artist André Breton, who arranged for Kahlo's first solo exhibition at the Julian Levy Gallery in New York in 1938. The exhibition was a success and was followed by another in Paris in 1939. While the French exhibition was less successful, The Louvre purchased a painting from Kahlo, The Frame, making her the first Mexican artist to be featured in their collection. Throughout the 1940s, Kahlo participated in exhibitions in Mexico and the United States and worked as an art teacher. She taught at the Escuela Nacional de Pintura, Escultura y Grabado, La Esmeralda, and was a founding member of the Seminario de Cultura Mexicana. Kahlo's always fragile health began to decline in the same decade. She had her first solo exhibition in Mexico in 1953, shortly before her death in 1954 at the age of 47. So thank you all for joining us today, celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month. And this has been Good Morning Hebrew Home. Have a wonderful day, everyone.